A person's greatness is shaped by their thoughts. This timeless truth has been proven again and again. By successful people like Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, and Jeff Bezos. Napoleon Hill, in his famous book Think and Grow Rich, once said, "What you think about, you become." But if that's true, why do so many people struggle to succeed? Do they not think about their future? Do they fail to see their own potential? Today's story will uncover the answers to these questions and teach you a powerful life lesson. Along the way, you'll also learn a few new English words. So stay with us until the end. I promise. This video will be worth your time. Music. At a busy train station in New York City, there lived a homeless man. Every day, he survived by asking commuters for spare change. As they waited for their trains, one afternoon, he noticed a well-dressed businessman stepping onto the platform. The man wore a sharp suit and walked with confidence. The homeless man thought, "This guy must be rich. If I ask him for money, he'll probably give me a lot." With hope in his heart, he walked up to the businessman and stretched out his hand. But instead of giving him money, the businessman looked at him and asked, "Do you only take from others? Have you ever given anything to anyone?" The homeless man was shocked. No one had ever asked him that before. Confused, he replied, "Sir, I'm homeless. I survive by asking for spare change. I have nothing to give anyone." The businessman smiled gently and said, "If you believe you have nothing to give, then you have no right to ask for anything. I'm a businessman. I believe in exchange. If you can offer me something, I can give you something in return. But if you have nothing to give, I can't give you anything either." With that, the businessman boarded his train and disappeared into the crowd. The homeless man stood there, stunned. The words kept replaying in his mind. "I've been begging for years," he thought. "But no one has ever said this to me before." The man wasn't rude. He was honest. That night, the homeless man couldn't sleep. A question haunted him. "What can I give? I have nothing." But the words echoed again and again. "If you want to receive, you must first give." 2 days passed. He didn't ask anyone for money. He was lost in thought. On the third day, while sitting near the tracks, he noticed something small but beautiful. Wildflowers were growing along the edge of the station. Bright, colorful, alive. Suddenly, an idea struck him. What if I don't just take? What if I offer something in return? What if I give people a flower? When they give me money? Music. Determined, he gently picked a few flowers and returned to his usual spot. When someone dropped a coin into his cup, he smiled and handed them a flower. To his surprise, people accepted the flowers with joy. Some smiled. Some thanked him. As days passed, something incredible happened. More people started giving him money. He noticed a pattern. When he had flowers, people gave generously. When he ran out, the donations slowed down. So it's true, he thought. People like to receive something in return. One day, he saw the same businessman again, sitting inside a train. Excited, he rushed over and said, "Sir, today I have something to give you. If you give me money, I'll give you flowers in return." The businessman smiled, handed him some cash, and accepted the flowers. You've understood the value of exchange. The businessman said. Today. You're no longer just a homeless man. You're a businessman. The train pulled away. The man stood there, watching it disappear. Those words sparked a new thought. Am I really a businessman? He thought about it for days. Then suddenly, it hit him. I know the secret of success. I'm not begging. I'm trading. People aren't giving me money out of pity. They're paying for what I offer. That means I have a business. That day, he made a bold decision. He left the train station and never returned as a beggar. 6 months later, at the same station, two well-dressed men crossed paths. They shook hands. One man looked confused and asked, "Do I know you?" The other smiled and replied, "Yes. We've met twice before. Right here." The man stared closely. Then his eyes widened. "Wait. You're the homeless man. The one I refused to give money to. And later bought flowers from." The former beggar laughed. "Yes, that was me. But today, I run a successful flower business. I'm traveling to expand it." The businessman was amazed. "That's incredible," he said. "What changed?" The flower seller smiled calmly. "You taught me one of life's greatest truths. We only receive when we give." That day, I realized something important. I was never truly a beggar. I was a businessman all along. I just had to see myself that way. The two men shook hands again. Not as strangers, but as equals. Then they boarded their trains, heading toward their own futures. Life is shaped by how we see ourselves. If you believe you are small, you will remain small. But if you recognize your inner potential, greatness becomes possible. So don't limit yourself. See yourself as strong, capable, successful. Because when your thoughts change, your future changes too. If you liked this story, give it a thumbs up. Comment below what you learned, and share it to inspire someone else. See you in the next story.